Hi everyone, this is Carmen at the Featherweight shop. We get a lot of people sending in their foot controllers to replace the worn out cords, which is a pretty common failure spot because these original cords had aluminum wires that become brittle over time. So if this is happening with your Featherweight, you've got three options. First, rewire the foot controller reusing the original Bakelite plug. This would be the preferred fix because it maintains the originality of the machine. The next option is to replace the entire cord set with this kind here that has a rubber molded plug. The third option is to replace the entire controller with one of our Featherweight shop electronic foot controllers. Many people prefer the electronic controller because the entire surface of the controller presses down, and that's actually the switch. It makes it easier to operate. And then, being electronic, it does not generate heat like the original controllers did. Today we will address the first solution of rewiring your foot controller and maintaining originality. We are going to show you the exact same process that our tech department uses for all the machines that we sell, as well as the ones that are sent in for servicing. Here are the tools you'll need. These two Vera screwdrivers, a pair of needle nose pliers, wire strippers, wire cutters, and the Featherweight rewiring kit, consisting of the replacement power cord, the foot controller replacement cord, and these two spacers. Essentially, you will be retaining your original foot controller and your original Bakelite plug, but you'll be replacing the electrical cord that goes to the outlet and the cord that goes to the foot controller. There are a number of original wall outlet plugs, and most were not meant to be reused. Our cord set comes standard with a wall plug that meets electrical code. It's always fun to tackle a project on your own, but if you get stuck in the middle of this, you can always send in your controller to us to have one of our technicians do the rewiring. So let's get started. First, unscrew both screws on the plug. Inside are the three round contact pins with the wires screwed down to them. Unscrew each of the three contacts and set them aside. Use pliers to loosen the little brass nuts if needed. Next, cut the old wire and slide the Bakelite terminal plug off, and then discard the old wiring. There are two wires that attach inside the terminal plug. The power cord goes to the outlet in your wall, and the foot controller cord goes to your foot controller. All four wires meet in the plug, and there's a special knot that you need to tie, exactly like the original had. A special knot that allows all four wires to fit inside your original Bakelite plug and ensures that the wires will not pull through this hole in the plug housing. Put an identifying piece of tape on the two ends of the electric cord that plugs into your wall outlet. We're using green tape, but you could use clear tape as well. This is necessary so you can tell the difference between the two cords. Lay the taped cord on top of the other cord and feed them through the plug. Separate the wires about 2.5 inches. Our technicians use the foot controller as a measuring guide, and you can do the same. Here's how you make the knot, and we'll show you this twice. Take one of the green taped wires, it doesn't matter which one, and keep it straight. Take one of the non-taped wires and loop it around the green taped wire. The green wire now loops around the black wire, then circles back through the loop. And that makes the knot. Here, let's do it again. You can tuck one of the black and green taped wires out of the way to make it clearer. Make a loop of the black wire around one of the green wires. Hold the loop with your thumb. Take the green wire around the black wire and pass it back through the loop you made in the black wire. Now gently but firmly tighten this knot up and remove all the slack from it. Now we're going to place all 4 wires in the right slots and strip the insulation back. The green taped wire that is in the knot belongs in the far right end of the plug. The black wire in the knot goes into the middle position in the plug. The final 2 wires will both occupy the far left position in the plug. Snip off the wires so they are all even, about 1 inch from the plug. First, we'll strip the insulation for the 2 wires on the far left position, and then twist them together. Notice there's a little groove in each of the threaded brass pins. Lay the wire in the groove and wrap the wire around the threads 1 time. Snip off the excess wire, then screw the nut into place, securing the wire. Then, seat the pin into the plug. Repeat this with the middle wire and then the far right wire. Once all 3 pins are wired and seated into the plug, replace the top half of the plug and screw the 2 halves back together again. Notice that because you tied the knot correctly, the 2 halves fit together nicely and the wire cannot be pulled through the hole. Now we'll wire up the controller. Many people find that this is the ideal time to replace the cushions on the bottom of their controller. And we have replacement feet for both styles of controller. The more common Bakelite controller that we're demonstrating today, but also the early metal foot controller as well. Remove the 4 screws from the bottom of your Bakelite controller. Now remove the cover.
Okay, sounds good. That's good.
Unscrew the 2 wires. Install a spacer on each screw and attach either of the wires to one of the posts. It doesn't matter which one. Then screw the nut down on each wire lead. With the cover off the controller, now is the time to put new feet on the controller. If you have a metal controller, carefully cut the existing cushion and remove it. Press the new cushion on using the small Vera screwdriver. When you replace the foot controller top, make sure the wires do not cross over these two screws. Press the cover in place, ensuring the cord comes smoothly out the back. Replace the 4 screws, and you're all done. That's all there is to it. And now you've got a new cord that will last for years to come. Thanks for watching.